Welcome back to a little yoga story time. This week's story is the story of the little red hen. So hopefully you've already read it at home, and if not, no worries. So this is the story of the little red hen. And to do hen, we're going to come up onto our knees. We're going to put our hands at our waist like wings. And this will be how we do little red hen. Well, little red hen lived on a farm with some other animals. So on the farm, there was also a frog. To do frog, your feet come down, your knees come wide, and see if you can balance here. Your hands can either be at your heart, or they could be trickier, up to the sky, or a little bit easier, hands on the ground. On the farm, there were also two other animals. There was a cat, my favorite animal. Come onto your hands and knees and round your back like a cat. And there was also a dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your bum to the sky, downward facing dog. Well, these animals, all except for the hen, were pretty lazy. They like to lounge around all day and do a whole lot of nothing. So let's come to child's pose. Put your head down and rest. Big breath in and big breath out. Big breath in. And big breath out. Well, one day, the little red hen, who was not lazy, decided, I think I would like to bake some cake. So in order to bake some cake, little friend needed some things, and she needed some help. The first thing she needed was some wheat. So little red hen went to her animal friends and she said, who will help me cut down the wheat to grind into flour? And the frog, come to frog, said, not I. And the cat said, not I. And the dog said, not I. Then I shall do it myself. So little red hen went outside into the wheat field, and she needed to cut down the wheat. So she's going to stand up. She'll take a big step forward and a big step back. She'll put one hand down to the ground, and she's going to start to chop the wheat. So one arm up to the sky and chop it down. Arm up and chop down. Arm up and chop down. See if you can do it on the other side. So you'll step the back foot up and step the opposite foot back. Opposite arm up. Lift it to the sky and chop your wheat. Lift it to the sky and chop. Lift up and chop. Well, now that the wheat was all chopped down, little red hen went to her animal friends and said, who will help me bring this wheat to the mill to be ground into flour? Frog position. Not I, said the frog. She went to the cat. Not I, said the cat. And she went to the dog. Not I, said the dog. Then I will do it myself, said the little red hen. And the little red hen started to walk to the mill. She puts one foot forward, arms up to the sky, and see if you can just balance here. And then try the other side. So step that foot back to your knees. Step the other foot forward, hands to the sky if you can, and see if you can balance here. Good. So Little Red Hen went to the mill and she got that wheat ground into flour. So now she needed to mix up the ingredients to make a cake. So Little Red Hen went to the frog and said, "Will you help me mix the ingredients to make a cake?" "Not I," said the frog. She went to the cat. "Not I," said the cat. And she went to the dog. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will do it myself." So Little Red Hen went to her kitchen and she went to her table. So come to table position. And she needed to get all of the other ingredients to make her cake. So first she reached for the flour, reach one hand forward, and then put that in the bowl. Use the other hand, and then she reached for some eggs. And she put those in the bowl. And then she reached for some sugar. And she put the sugar in the bowl. And then she reached for the vanilla. And she put the vanilla in the bowl. And then she needed to mix the bowl. So start to stir the bowl. So you're going to make big round circles with your hips. Going forward and back or in circles. And if you're going in circles, go in the other direction. Going around and around, stirring the bowl. Now that the ingredients were all mixed, Little Red Hen popped the cake into the oven to be cooked. And while that cake was cooking, it smelled so good. So let's come into Sukhasana or calm pose crisscross. And imagine what that cake smells like as it's cooking in the oven. And take a big breath in through your nose. And blow it out. Big breath in through your nose. And blow it out. One more time, a big breath in. And blow it out. Wow. The cake was all baked and it was done. So Little Red Hen takes the cake out of the oven. And Little Red Hen goes over to all of her animal friends and she says, "Who will help me eat this cake?" Ooh, that got their attention. Little frog, come sideways. Little frog, come into frog pose, says, "I'll help you eat that cake." And he gets super excited. So you can bring your hands down and see if you can jump like a frog. Press down, feet up. And take a few more hopping with excitement like a frog. Good. And then Little Red Hen goes over to the cat. "Cat, would you like to help me eat the cake?" "I would." And we all know when cats get excited, their tails go up in the air. So see if you can lift up one leg and pretend that that's a tail lifted high in the sky. If you want to get tricky, you could even take your opposite hand and see if you can touch your own tail. And try this on the other side. Both knees down, other leg up or tail up. And see if you can balance here. Maybe even get tricky. Maybe try to touch your own tail. And then Little Red Hen goes over to the dog and she says, "Little dog, would you like to help me eat the cake?" So the dog gets really excited and he starts to wag his tail. So bend one knee and bend the other and wag your tail. And then his tail starts to go high to the sky. See if you can lift your tail one leg up. And then try the other leg up. And bring it down. Wow, Little Red Hen had gotten the animals all excited, but she had other plans. Little Red Hen says to the frog, and the cat, and the dog, all by myself, I cut down the wheat, and all by myself, I brought the wheat to be ground into flour, and all by myself, I mixed the ingredients and baked the cake, and all by myself, I am going to eat the whole cake. And so she sat down and she ate the whole cake. Come back to calm pose. And she, after eating a whole cake, is really full. Put one hand on your belly, your really full belly, one hand on your really happy heart, and breathe here. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Well, after that, every time Little Red Hen needed some help around the house, the frog, the cat, and the dog were much more eager to help. I have a question for you guys. How can you guys be helpers around the house? How can you help your grown-ups to do some of the chores that need to be done so that maybe you can enjoy some yummy cake? Think about it, and why don't you talk about it with your grown-up. Until next time, bring your hands to your heart, namaste, and have a great day. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Practice on.